Funky Ben Askren, one of the most accomplished collegiate wrestlers of all time when it comes to pinfalls. This is a guy whose skill set has translated very well to mixed martial arts, and a very interesting UFC debut for Ben Askren. You have it no other way.
Ben Askren won that fight against Bobby Lawler in the most Ben Askren type of way.
Yes.
With a bulldog choke. He got slammed on his head, didn't go out, got up and got a bulldog choke to finish. A two-time Hodge Trophy winner in wrestling, which is essentially the Heisman. He won that 2 years in a row on the Olympic team. I would wrestle Ben Askren myself when we were at the Olympic Games in Beijing, and you cannot understand the strength and the awkwardness of Ben Askren until you have felt it. He is truly a special athlete.
All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jorge Game Red Masvidal. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ben Funky Askren.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, we are back at Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. As many of you know, this has become a very special building and destination for UFC athletes back in the day. Right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, big knee to the body. Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good.
Get right here.
All right, so there it is. They immediately go into the clinch situation. The wrestler said he wanted to make it dirty against this boxer, and this is a good spot for him to be in.
I think that even though he wanted to be in the clinch, he's got to be very aware of the punches in tight coming back from the boxer. He's got to be level changing. He's got to be tripping. He's got to make this boxer feel like he's on the defensive, or that guy's going to get comfortable, rolling his shoulders and landing some nice tight punches from enclose.
Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land a big ground and pound. Oh, right into mount. This is a terrible position.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go! I need you to get control of his wrist.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Big ground and pound.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching for the up kicks, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
Scramble and go!
Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Roll with it! Roll! Roll! Block and roll! Block.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, get up.
Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you're standing at the top of your opponent like that. You gotta watch for up kicks. Notice how he leads with his hips when he goes to land the strike.
Great job landing from the top position.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, setting up the arm bar here.
Beautiful setup on that arm bar. Arms in deep. Trying to finish the arm bar. Now, all he's got to do now is get his hips up into the back of the elbow to get the finish.
And now he's got the back. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. "20 seconds to go in round one. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beat, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike.
Round two next. And now Masvidal's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Everything is going perfect. You're striking, you're looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going.
All right, just about ready to go with our second round. Ben Askren versus Jorge Masvidal. Well, in that previous round, didn't look like we would get to this next round, DC, but here we are.
He had him hurt very, very badly, but he could not find that last shot to shut the lights out, to close the door. He couldn't close the door, but that's a testament to his opponent being able to recover when he got hurt real bad.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Big elbow there, lands. Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Oh, that's a big right hand there from Game Bread. Boxing fundamentals, certainly not an issue for this guy. Very tight.
He's as sound as they come, right? A lot of times you see a guy that comes from a street fighting background, and they wing everything. They try to knock everyone out with every strike. Masvidal does not do that. He takes his time, finds and picks his spot.
Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those he might be.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
And now another being thrown on both sides. Takedown defense holds up. Lands a big elbow there. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
And they separate after exiting the clinch. Much of the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swelling from the strikes?
Swelling from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling start.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
In the half guard.
Under 3 minutes now here in round two.
Great ground and pound by this man. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Oh man, that's hard to watch, right? Targets that swollen area, and it's getting worse by the minute.
Hard scramble, hard scramble.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
He's gonna go to sleep. It's over.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
Work up to your feet now for me.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now it's starting to show.
1 minute now to go, round two.
You be first. You be first.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So we got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. All right, so the referee has called a halt to the action here, likely to have the doctor come in and look at the swelling around that eye. Not good, DC.
You cannot allow these fighters to dictate and determine whether or not they can go. When you have this type of swelling, you got to take a close look to see if the guy can compete.
Doctor corrals the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we move forward.
Ready.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his feet. There, somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
30 seconds to go here. Oh, these guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Final seconds here. Nicely done. All right, round three coming up next. Well, it's early, but that was one of the better rounds we have seen all year. Knockdowns on both sides. Mixed martial arts, folks.
Mixed martial arts is the most beautiful form of violence that you will ever see. And these two men put it on full display in that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, an appreciative capacity crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. That previous round, I mean, get the bonus checks ready. That was insane.
It's done. These guys are taking home the $50,000. They laid it all on the line. They dropped the quarter in the middle of the octagon, and they said, let's go. What a round.
Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
He's got the ground and pound going now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Watch yourself. Now you gotta get back up. Scramble and get back up. Scramble. Move. Scramble. Tumble out. Get yourself
Making all these shots count.
in a better position. Get up, get up, get up.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Well, he landed a big knockout in the previous round, and you can just tell his confidence is growing from here.
His confidence is through the roof, as it should be.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing.
He set up a beautiful submission. Got it very tight. More into the armbar. This has got to be the end of the fight.
No way, he got out.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight looked done, but he loves to fight on. He's got to start throwing down.
Under 2 minutes now to go in our third round.
He gets hit with another massive ground and pound strike. He has got to protect his cut.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble and get up.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Work, 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 work. Posture up, ground and pound. I need you to scramble, scramble.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
30 seconds to go now. Masvidal's in half guard.
Massive shot from the top. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Stop.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. And now Masvidal's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds. Back to the single. In Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Lands the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike lands. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Gamebred.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up for a very long time. I could see the doctor coming into the ring, looking at the cut and saying, I've seen enough.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Control the hands, watch yourself, control the wrist, grab the wrist, grab the wrist.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
More than one, huh?
Side control now.
Win the scramble, win the scramble. Let's go, we gotta get back up to your feet now.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Dude's in real danger now. He gets hit once again on that swollen area, and you can see the ringside position starting to get a bit antsy. He may take a look.
I need you to move, scramble.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
That was nice.
Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly, because this is a position that you can escape. Make sure you secure your opponent, and make sure you secure your opponent, land strikes that matter, and end this fight.
Stand still, watch the hook.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately, because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub.
That was a slick transition.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Back to your feet, come on, get back to your feet, get back to your feet.
20 seconds left. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Ground and pound strike there now. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so that round is in the books. Masvidal's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, fifth and final round. Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand. He's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found out for Overeem's head.
All right, well, that is it!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 29 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Funky Askren!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.